What's good, YouTube? It is Auston Holleman back with another live stream. Back with another live stream. Now, I want to talk about why this live stream is about Thailand versus Vietnam versus the debate that we had planned. It wasn't on me because you see, I'm still here. Coincidentally, Joan, however you say her name, had a coincidental family problem. Very coincidental. But give her the benefit of the doubt and rescheduled it. We don't have a date. We don't have a date for the rescheduling, but it's not today. I'm sorry because I was ready to debate. Y'all know me. I love a debate. I blew up off of debates. And guess what? Today, I'm not going to curse again. Now, today is also a celebration of 50K subscribers celebration. We're almost at 51,000 right now. We should be at 51,000 by tomorrow. The goal is by June, and I'll go ahead and give myself a little more wiggle room, July, to have 100,000 subscribers. And then before the year is up, 150,000 subscribers, you guys. So, let's get that done. You guys go ahead and keep sharing the content. I appreciate everybody that comes through and supports. You have grown the channel very, very quickly. But Jake, appreciate the $3 super sticker. Yeah, some people said she was scared because y'all know that I'm stoic, meaning that you won't see any emotion out of me, and I'm blunt and I'm ready. I'm ready for the smoke. I'm ready for the smoke. Now, if I reach 100K by June, that'll be exactly 1 year it took me to get there. So hard work and big risk. But hello, Passport Bros, and hello, Passport Bro impersonators. Hello, impersonators. We have a lot of impersonators out there. They're out there. They are out there. But they won't last. They won't last. What's going on, Cameron? It's been a while. It has been a while since I cut your hair. What's going on? How you doing? Now, I'm going to turn off the chat. And we're going to get into the Vietnam versus Thailand. And what I like about Vietnam more than Thailand. Moderators, if you see people in the chat talking crazy, kick them out. Like this guy right here that says I'm burning bridges in every country. I ain't burned SHIT. See, I didn't cuss. You said you saw me in Flex with in Pattaya with Kate. Do we speak? Yeah, you won't be seeing Kate anymore though. Okay. I have turned the chat off so I can focus. Now let's do this Vietnam versus Thailand comparison. I'll be on live about an hour because I got to go to the Vietnam war tunnels after this. So I'm very excited to do that. I have 6 or 7 vlogs set aside in Vietnam because there's that much to do just in Ho Chi Minh City alone. I could stay in Vietnam just as long, if not longer than I stayed in Thailand, because there's just a lot to do in Vietnam. There's so much history. There's so many things to see. Just like any other country, but Vietnam has been very more interesting. So my first point of why I like Vietnam and why I pick Vietnam over Thailand is the fact that there are less tourists in Vietnam. Okay? There are way less Americans in Vietnam than in Thailand. I don't know if you guys have been to Thailand, but just about every city, maybe I put Chiang Mai last, but just about every single city seems like it's 50% tourists and 50% Thai people. Or, and these are for the top 4 cities, Phuket, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Pattaya. If not, it feels like it's 60% tourists and expats and 40% Thai people. Hey, you can't disagree. Guys, go back and watch the vlogs and count how many foreigners you see, non-Asian people, non-Thai people, meaning whites and blacks and people from the Middle East. Count how many people you see like that, and then count how many Thai people you see. I guarantee you, you're bumping into. And if you don't believe me, Bangkok is the most visited place in the world every single year. More people go to Bangkok every year than anywhere else on the planet. That being said, you cannot convince me that there are somehow not a lot of tourists in Thailand. There's a lot of tourists. And I don't travel to be around a bunch of tourists. I don't want to be around a lot of Americans. I love my supporters, but I don't. It's good. It's cool. Places like the Maju Bar in Pattaya, places like that. It's cool to be around a bunch of Americans, right? But which leads me to my next point. Vietnam is more of a culture shock because there are less tourists. There's less tourists in Vietnam, making it more of a culture shock experience and more of a whoa, I'm in another country feeling. I'm not saying you don't get that feeling when you go to Thailand, but when you see so many people that you're familiar with seeing anyway, I'm not familiar with seeing Russians, but Russians are white. Okay, Russians are white. And I'm not in Russia, I'm in Asia. So whenever I see a foreigner in another foreign land, I just feel like I'm on vacation. Versus like somewhere like Brazil, where I was at. When I was in Salvador, it was a handful of Americans out there. It was probably, it had to be citywide, a city of 3 million people in Salvador. It seemed like there was maybe 150 Americans tops spread out amongst 350, 3 million people. I mean, 3 million people, meaning that you didn't see those Americans very often. You were really just only seeing Brazilians from Salvador or other parts of Brazil. Versus Medellin, there's a lot of uh, there's a lot of Colombian people, but it's a lot of tourists too. Now, when you go outside the tourist zone, yeah, you do get almost straight Colombian. No, you don't. No, you don't. Unless if you're in a neighborhood, a middle to low class neighborhood in Medellin, from what I saw, like where I got my tattoo at, it looked like a middle to low class neighborhood. You're not getting away from white people or black Americans or Germans. You know, you're not, which Germans are white too, but you're not getting away from tourists in a place like Medellin. But Salvador, yeah, it was more of a culture shock in Salvador because I'm only around the local people. So I have to learn this language. Like in Vietnam, there's people that speak English here, not a lot. Not a lot. Not, and to you it may be a lot, but I've been to Bangkok, I've been to Pattaya, I've been to Phuket, I've been to the Philippines, I've been to 3 cities in the Philippines, and so far being in Asia, I haven't had a problem not having to learn another language, just being able to speak English in whatever place I go to. And in Vietnam, there are a lot of Grab drivers. They use Grab out here, not Uber or Bolt. They use Grab. There are a lot of Grab drivers that don't know a lick of English. They don't even know how to say hello sometimes. So that's a culture shock. Let me read a couple of these chats really quick. Safety plus lots to do equals more tourists. There's lots to do, and it's safe here in Vietnam too. People say it's not safe. I feel the same way I did in Thailand. Andre says your tour guide was giving me vibes. I'm from New York City. Trust me, I see things. What vibes? Because Chiang Mai seemed to had a lower foreigner count than Bangkok, but maybe it's because Bangkok, I don't know, there was still a lot of foreigners in Chiang Mai. It just didn't seem like there was as many as Bangkok. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, he said too many tourists in Thailand for real. Yeah, Thailand is almost like being in America. Thailand is like being in America, just not in America. Somebody said Kate will be back. I know it. No, you don't. Okay. So let's get back to my next point. It is cheaper in Vietnam. In Vietnam, from what I'm seeing, it's cheaper for just about everything. A lot of the grabs, like I'm in District 4, right? And everything is in District 1 or 2, I believe. Either way it goes, it's like a 15-minute car ride. That car ride is like 89 cents. 89 cents. It's even cheaper on a motorcycle from where I'm at to be in the car for 15 minutes and to go across a bridge and all that, across a river. 89 cents. Now, Thailand, we was talking about a dollar or two. So it's not that much cheaper, but it's cheaper. 40,000 dong is a common price uh, for a lot of street food. For 20 to 40,000 dong. And let me just make sure my conversion is right, which is $1.70. $1.70. And there's a lot of street food you can get for $1.70. Sometimes 100,000 dong. And yeah, so you talking about $1.70, $3 to eat when you eating off the street. Guys, be careful eating off the street. I don't. This isn't even just. This is all of Asia from what I've seen. People that cook food on the street aren't washing their hands. So usually I only like to eat street food if they're making like noodles or so. If I see them touching it, I'm good. Your fingernails be all black. Your hands, you got white hands, but they're black because you haven't washed them in hours. That's not a good idea for me to eat that food. I don't give a damn how cheap it is. Okay, I'm not about to go broke to the point where I got to do that. No, I'm not. I don't need to save money that bad. That's disgusting. I've seen that in Philippines, Thailand, and here. Only eat street food where they're not physically touching it with your hands. Like you shouldn't be eating a burger off the street. Like I made a mistake and ate nachos off the street. The dude is touching all on the chips with his hands and cutting them. I'm like, there's no sink nearby. He doesn't even have wet wipes. He don't have nothing. And he's handling money. People put money in their ass. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I mean, maybe not here, but in the United States, it's not uncommon to see dope fiends putting money in between their, not everybody that puts money in their breast is a dope fiend, but I'm just saying putting money in their breasts and their ass and in their mouth. And no, thank you. That's absolute money is like one of the dirtiest things on the planet as far as germs go. Now, you guys seen the vlog I put up a few hours ago about uh, the tour around Ho Chi Minh City. We were looking at some apartments. Let me let y'all know right now. This Airbnb I'm staying at right now. Y'all seen the video whenever the first vlog I had, y'all seen it. Uh, it's $19.74 a night. Last time I checked the conversion, $19.74, and that's for me to rent for a little over a week. That's for me to rent a little over a week. I'm pretty sure if I bought the whole month, it would be like every bit of maybe 400 or 500 bucks. And that's an Airbnb price. That means that's with somebody renting this and making a profit off of it. That being said, the woman, I'm assuming she owns this building because, you know, she owns this building. I'm pretty sure if she was renting this as a Vietnamese person, she's gonna be paying $200 probably tops. $200 tops for this place. And I have the rooftop view. I have a good view of the city and all that. So why was that apartment yesterday 1,200 US dollars? There's that guy had to have been charging that just to charge that, because in Brazil, for $550 a month, I stayed where I could smell the beach, hear the beach, and see the beach. I had a maid that cleaned up daily. I mean, mopped, swept, cleaned the shower, washed the dishes, did everything, made the bed daily. A laundry service in the apartments where they washed your clothes for you and folded them up and brought them back. Well, they didn't bring them back, but you wouldn't got them. They was you just had to set them in your thing. And I'm pretty sure the maid would have do that if I would have left the clothes on there. I'm pretty sure I never tried that though. I don't want nobody messing with my clothes like that. I got it. I don't even like for women to wash my clothes because they don't do it right. Not that they do it wrong. They just don't. I wash my clothes a certain way. Don't put my shit in the dryer. But I had all that, and I stayed above a 24-hour restaurant that always. I stayed in the heart of the city. I mean, there was two hearts in that city, but I stayed in one. Actually, the whole city was a heart, but I stayed in one part of the city as a whole heart, and that was 550 US dollars a month. That was in Brazil. Brazil's currency is stronger than the currencies in Asia, than most of them in Asia, including Vietnam. So I'm trying to figure out how is their currency more. How is it more expensive? Because for $1,200 in Brazil, I would have been in a penthouse. Like I would have been living like a king. Like I was already living good, but I would have been living like I can get women just off showing how I'm living. Not that I had to do that. I'm just saying. So I was paying $1,200 in Dallas, and I was staying in a very busy area in Dallas. I used to stay off Forest Lane and 75, not on the hood side though. I was staying at 75 West, which is in a very convenient spot in Dallas. Uh, so I don't know. They must have been charging it because at first I was like, is that you talking about that's in Vietnamese dong? But 1,200 dong is like pennies. So I was like, that is. I was like, that's US dollars. She's like, yeah, that's US dollars. No way. No way. There's no way that this Airbnb is 20 bucks a night and that's what somebody making a profit. There's just no way. I don't care what side of town you put it on. That is extremely high. I think that guy, I don't think it was her. I think that guy just was trying to get, yeah. And see, the thing is, I wasn't even looking to buy an apartment. I was looking for, hey, I'm looking, first of all, I wanted to get content for my channel. Second, I was like, I really like Vietnam. Let me give myself a legitimate, remember I told y'all about taxes, right? You have to give yourself a financial reason to come back to a place you like. So I like Vietnam. So I was like, let me open up I mean, I can come back when I want to anyway, because my YouTube is travel content. But I'm like, let me open up an Airbnb so I can make some money and have a valid reason to come back here and hang out if I wanted to. So I'm gonna keep looking though, because that was crazy. And speaking of that, here's a big difference between Thailand versus Vietnam. In Thailand, you cannot own land. No. In Vietnam, you cannot own land, but you can own 100% of your business, and including property. If you guys watch the video of the guy at the Cajun restaurant that I interviewed in Pattaya, if you haven't, go make sure you watch that. He and a lot of other people have said that you need at least 2 Thai people to basically share your business with. You can't own 100% of a business in Thailand. And that some people say, oh, if you're American, it's different. That guy was an American. He's had a restaurant there, and he said he trusts the people he's sharing it with. But I don't like guys. I like to be independent. I like to be independent. I don't want to depend. I'm not a boss chick though. Look, see, I got y'all. That the boss chicks, they thought I stole their line when I said independent. I don't like to depend on other people having a say so in what I do. And I think Vietnam has Thailand beat on that. I mean, why wouldn't they? If you can own 100, if it's cheaper, I know. Don't pay attention to that apartment we just reviewed. I know it's cheaper. Trust me. If it's cheaper and I can own it completely, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. They said the only businesses that you can't it's certain businesses that you can't own completely, and one of them was tourism, and that makes sense. I mean, I would, if it was my country, I would want to have a monopoly on tourism as well. So that makes sense. But other than that, you can. I wouldn't let a foreigner come in here and tell me that they about to. No, yeah, I get that. But common sense, who doesn't want to own 100% of their business? That makes a lot of sense. Let me read a couple of these super chats. And I heard it's like that in the Philippines too. Andre, in the USA, you see all the females. You were in a part of Brazil that was not a major tour. Let me tell you something. So you said I was in a part of Brazil that was not a major tourist destination, right? Okay, that was Salvador. Rio de Janeiro is the biggest tourist destination of Brazil. That's not even up for discussion. Okay, when people think of Brazil, they think of Rio. A one bedroom in Copacabana, the rent is not even that high. And Copacabana is on a beach. Ho Chi Minh City is not on a beach. Hey, but you know what? I'm gonna leave room for me to be wrong. I'll keep looking, but no. But yes, I would live here in Vietnam. That's why I was talking about extending my visa. But I'm thinking about just going to Cambodia next week as planned. W's Secrets to Success Vlog says those apartments you showed earlier didn't appear to be cheaper than Thailand, or am I wrong? Yeah, those in specific, yeah. But I know that they have to have cheaper apartment because my Airbnb is $20 a night. Okay. If I was to pay somebody for, like we already said, that's Airbnb, you get a cheap price, but she thinks that one night is worth $20 a night here. So if I was to pay what she thinks is worth it, that's $600 for a month. Okay. Oh, hold on. I just seen the comment. This is why I got to turn the comments off. $600. That something wasn't right about that. Something wasn't right about that. I seen Shorty wipe the knife she had on the floor in your video. You wild. I didn't see that. But I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I've had diarrhea for the past 3 days. Mr. Passport Bro, or known as Floyd. Appreciate that super chat. I've been on the toilet for the past 3 days. That people always talk about no. 600 a month $600 a month is what you would pay for an Airbnb. Meaning that if you were a Vietnamese person wanting to rent, and I've heard other vloggers that have came to Vietnam say the same thing, 200 to $275 sounds about right. Now, I know some people might say, "Oh, that's still kind of high." Well, god damn it, if you want to go live in a hut for $30 a month, go ahead. Y'all can't have it all. Y'all be wanting to penny pinch so much when y'all come overseas. I mean, goddamn. I'm not talking about you, Andre. I'm just saying, because I know there's some people that think that $275 a month is high, and it's like, goddamn. I mean, if you want to go live in a hut, just say that. Now, yeah, I'm a boss, bro, not a boss chick. Will you go to Burma as well? I thought about it. But to be honest with y'all, I'm gonna do Cambodia, Laos, India, and I'll be back in Thailand after Cambodia. After Cambodia, I'm going back to Thailand. After that, I think I got to take a break from Asia, y'all. I got to get out of Asia. This is kind of TMI, but I have not been with any women since I left Thailand. And it's not that I'm not going to say something crazy, but it's not that I couldn't, right? It's just y'all know Auston. Y'all know me. So at this point, Thailand is strictly just content. It's not even about not Thailand. Asia is strictly just about content. It's not even about dating. Shout out to young brother. Keep living your dream, traveling, and damn what the haters say. I just want to know, when are you going to the African continent? Once I leave Asia, I'm going to Africa. Appreciate the super chat. I'm going to Africa. And no. I'm not saying that there's no buns, and because Vietnam has had the most of that. Trust me. We're gonna get into that though. Yeah, somebody said Thailand is a spot to get your rocks off at. That's what somebody said. I know why you said that, but even then, um, it's I mean, it's just no. No, I just guys, y'all know what I like, right? Y'all know what I like. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with nobody else, but I'm a human just like the rest of y'all. I can have my preferences. I'm tired of saying that shit. Keep up with the good work. You are a traveler, man. Appreciate that super chat, and that $10 you donated goes to that. Somebody said he likes bodies like Kate. Uh, Kate was like the best that you would get as far as that, or like the in that range of what you would get as far as being in Asia. But even then, no, I mean that's just what I will date while I'm in Asia, and I told her that. Like, I even told her that I prefer Black and Latino women. India, bro, you might want to rethink that one, but if you do go there, be careful. I know some people that have been there. He said Kate got that V8 Charger. But yeah, I'm gonna do some research on it. But yeah, appreciate that super chat. Yeah, what's up with y'all hating on the Brazilian chicks? He said, "Don't get started with the Brazilian girls, bruh. We not getting started. We just talking about the reason of what I like." Thank you very much. I keep providing great information. Let's get back to the topic so we can read some of the chats. So another reason I like Vietnam more than Thailand And I am not saying Thailand does not have this, but Vietnam has a history that interests me a lot. Again, I'm not, because I know you all love to twist my damn words. I am not saying that Thailand does not have history. Every country on the planet has history. That's how they became a country. But the history of Vietnam has always interested me uh, because of the Vietnam War. If you guys don't know, I'm a war guy. I love wars. I love watching war. I love studying wars. I love World War II, Vietnam. I love studying the Gulf War. I love all that. I love that's very interesting to me. So to come to a country that America uh, previously was in that did horrible things, and I have a vlog about the Vietnam War Museum. It's very depressing. I actually already recorded my reaction to it. Let me know if y'all want to see me put that up. But I find it's interesting to go because even when we go to the coffee, when I went to the coffee shop and there was like all the people dressed up in Viet Cong outfits, the place is called Cong. They're all dressed up in Viet Cong outfits. I thought that was pretty cool. I like history. I like history. And no, I'm not being biased towards one side. I just like studying history. Thailand has history, but hey, I just prefer one history over the other. I just prefer to learn about Vietnam's history over Thailand's history. There's nothing wrong with Thailand. That's just me. That's it. Now, Vietnam has thicker and more beautiful women, and the women seem to be less Americanized. And when we talk about Americanization in Thailand, we're gonna say Pattaya has the most Americanized women. But if you guys have been to Thailand, you know that they're starting to pick up. There's so many tourists there. They're starting to pick up habits. I mean, they're listening to Cardi B. Everywhere you go, they're playing American music, literally. There's no American music really being played here in Vietnam. If I did, I heard it maybe 2 or 3 times. Versus Thailand, it's so much American music. I thought I was back in Dallas at one point. Like, if I close my eyes, it would sound like I was in Dallas. That's how much American music they're playing in Thailand. But the women here, if you ask me, they're competing with Filipino women. I don't know which one I would say is better, but they have very very beautiful women in Vietnam. Very nice shape. If you guys don't know, Vietnamese people were colonized by the French, and I believe that's where they're getting a lot of that shape to them at because they have that Caucasian mix in them. Versus Thailand was never colonized, so they don't really have much of like Kate was half white, half American white, half Thai. That explains why she looked the way how she did. Most Thai women don't look like her. So the Vietnamese women are mixed with French to a certain degree through colonization, and that's why they have a lot more weight on them and good weight. I'm not saying it's bad weight because y'all know I'm black, so you know what we like. So far, they when we talk about like the body wise, I think they have the best in all of Asia that I've been to so far. Uh, he said that's not good. He said Kate sounds like she's from Oakland. She was from Oakland. I mean, she grew up in Thailand, but she been to Oakland enough to basically be an American. Showing love and support in travel. Stay prayerful and definitely looking forward towards your African continent, especially Ethiopia and Rwanda. Be encouraged to send me topics when you have planned for thumbnails. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that super chat, and I will keep in touch with you as well. I will be going to Ethiopia for sure. Returned from the DR 2 months ago. Please don't go to Young King and Simpdale. Got to pick a country and hang someday. Yeah, we might have to hit a country like Paraguay or Uruguay. But yeah, places like the DR. If you guys don't know, I'm going to Central America as my last. It's not a continent, but my last region of the world before I go back to Texas for a few weeks and then leave again. America. No, I'm reading the comments. This is why I gotta stop reading the comments. But yeah, the DR. I know that it's the DR, Colombia. There's so many Americans there. But if you guys, for black men, I think that Vietnam is probably what you're looking for if you want to talk about the women's build. I think that you would Cambodia too. Cambodia, that's where I'm going next. Cambodia, I dated a Vietnamese and Cambodian chick back in high school, and I love them. I love them. Oh my god, I can't see. That's why I'm going there next week. Now, no, I'm not banned from Brazil. No, it's just recommended that I not go back. But I've had lawyers check the police station. I'm not banned from Brazil. Okay. The food in Vietnam competes with the food in Thailand. I don't know which one is better yet. Thai food is a lot spicier. I hate spicy food. I love spicy food based off how it tastes, but spicy food will have me. It'll basically mess up my whole week because I'll be on the toilet for 3 days, and it's not uncommon to tell somebody in Thailand, "Oh, I don't want it spicy," and then the food still comes out spicy. I don't know how that happens. Now, Thailand is a lot more developed. Uh, like it's it goes back to me saying Thailand is almost like America sometimes. There's a lot more stuff there that you would see in America. Same here. There's they have, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of stuff. They have Zara here, Sony's here, all that kind of stuff is here. But Thailand just has more of it. I think Thailand just might be ahead because Vietnam's economy is growing uh, as one of the growing economies right now. Now, if we want to talk about women, there are way less working girls in Vietnam. If you guys have been to Thailand, you know when you walk down the street, there's pretty much women just yelling at you, especially if you're in Pattaya. I mean, it's everywhere, but if you're in Pattaya, especially, there are women just yelling at you, and if you bump into a chick you think is cute, more than likely she's gonna try to charge you. I mean, it happens. Anybody that has been there agrees with me. If they're disagreeing, ask them have they been there. More than likely they haven't been there. There are a lot of women that are working in Thailand. And here in Vietnam, that is against the law 100%. I mean, you do it. There are. I'm not gonna get into that yet. We'll save that for another time. But put it like this: the chances of you finding a regular girl that's not gonna charge you are like very, very high. Like I don't think about, oh, if I'm bumping into a working girl whenever I see somebody here. Uh, and to add on to that, the whole lady boy thing, I don't really see that at all. I don't think I've seen one since I've been out here. I don't think I've seen one. In Thailand, yeah, you're not getting away from them. In the Philippines, they're there too. They're not as bad as Thailand, but they're there. But here, I'm not really seeing that. I'm not seeing that. So if you're like me and you're 100% straight and you'll like that, if you like lady boys, I guess you don't need to come to Vietnam. Let's read a couple of these super chats. Are you getting choosing signals in Vietnam as a black man? Yes. 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 Yes, yes, yes. I just got back from a tour around. We went an hour and a half to one place, and then we went another 2 hours from there. That vlog will be dropping soon. And the entire family was just looking at me like, and they wanted to take pictures, and you're so handsome. They literally took pictures with me that entire 30 something hours we was together. There's not a lot of black people here. And if they find you attractive, they definitely tell you that. Because you can tell when it's like, oh, we just want to take pictures because he's black, or we want to take pictures because he's black and we think he's handsome. I got that they thought I was handsome, and they're not as shy as Filipino. See, Filipino women, from what people say, they seem so shy that you might just miss the signal altogether. And we're gonna save that debate for whenever I get Joanne on the live. Austin, have you experimented with haircuts in Asia? No, because I cut my own hair. Do you get bored? Surprisingly, even though I haven't been dealing with any women, I've just been doing content. Uh, it's not like the Philippines. I know you guys was when I got the idea to go, like, man, I'm ready to go to Africa right now. I was on the phone with O'Shea Duke Jackson, and I was telling him, man, I'm gonna be out there in about a month, man. I got to get out of Asia. I was saying all that while I was in the Philippines. Uh, and once I landed in Vietnam, even when I was just on the way to my hotel, I felt a sense of relief. The energy was just different. The 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 energy was just different, y'all. In Philippines, it just wasn't for me, y'all. And that's fine. I'm a human being. I don't have to like everything. I didn't say nothing bad about it. I just said it wasn't for me. Does it have to be for me? No. But y'all are trying to force me to like stuff. That's the there are different personalities in this world, god damn it. Every personality isn't for everything. Everything does not work for everybody. That's why let me make this clear again. That's why I am traveling around the world. I'm traveling around the world because I want to figure out what is best for me. Had I listened to y'all and stayed in the Philippines and all that, I wouldn't have figured out that Vietnam was for me. What countries are for me so far? Vietnam, Brazil, Colombia, and Thailand right before the Philippines, but then the Philippines last. I couldn't live in the Philippines. Not even in Manila, nowhere. I couldn't. I could live in Vietnam. I lived in Brazil. Okay. Yeah, he said there's no place like Brazil. There's no place. Uh the art of will for your Imodium AD. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, now somebody said exactly people getting butthurt. Like there are literally people shaming me because I had an opinion about the Philippines. There are literally people shaming me, calling me all sorts of names because the same way how y'all talk shit about Brazil, let me tell you, see, you almost made me call you an MFer. He says, I kind of feel like you were just running through women. You found a girl in Thailand, so why keep looking? Because I'm not a simp like you. Number one, for the last time, I'm traveling around the world. I cannot have a girlfriend right now. I cannot have a girlfriend. Kate was never my girlfriend. Okay. I've said that. You feel like I'm running through women? I have not been with any women since Thailand. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, they want me to settle real bad. Now, uh, I can have I don't have to have a I don't have to love every country. Again, that's why I'm traveling to countries. A lot of people said a lot of people said you're gonna love the Philippines. I didn't love it. I liked it. You know, they had it was nice. It wasn't a bad place. It was nice. Just in order for something to for me to love something, it has to be for me. When I get there, I have to feel like it. I have to feel, you know. So for everybody that's trying to force me to like, hey, I love Cambodian women. I love Cam. I think I got this mindset that I'm gonna love Cambodia. The reason I'm traveling is whenever I get over there, I might not like it. Who knows? That's why I'm traveling. So you cannot force me to like stuff. Uh, Fun fact: 65% of Cambodia is under 30 years old. 65% of Cambodia is under 30 years old because of the genocide that they had. So many people died during that genocide to the point where today the majority of Cambodia is around my age. The majority. And I say that because I think that I would have a really good time there because, you know, they're around my age. I mean, it's probably gonna be a lot more young stuff going on. Mauritius Island is like Brazil. A lot of people don't know about Mauritius and Reunion Island. Those are definitely hidden gems. Okay. Yeah, somebody said that's what happens when you haven't been anywhere. You don't understand different places have different energy. Exactly. Just like I love Brazil. I love Brazil. I loved Salvador. I loved Rio. But when I went to Recife, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I liked it because it was beautiful. People looked beautiful. But that energy, there was no energy. We just came from Salvador where there's drums beating and music playing everywhere you go. That's energy. Then we come to Recife and it's like retirement. It's beautiful, but if you want to sit on the beach in peace and not talk to nobody, Recife's beaches are the beaches you go to. If you want to sit on the beach and party, Salvador's beaches are the ones you go to. Places are different. So if you haven't been anywhere, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. When we talk about different places have different energy. What was your view rate in Thailand versus Kate and everywhere else? Okay, so really and I talk about this every day. Uh Kate, I think Kate came at the right time, right? I had just gotten slandered in Brazil. And then I just so happened to run into somebody that was down to be on my YouTube channel and was attractive. And I think she came at the right time without me even noticing. She was put there to help me basically support my reputation. Not saying I used her for that because I mean I had been putting women on the channel. It just so happened she came at the right time. It was the right time. She came at the right time. But A video I did in the province in the Philippines has like 120,000 views now, and I posted that almost 12 days ago. So it's not so much Kate. I think it's just I'm still learning the YouTube game of which videos I need to put up to go viral, or at least get a lot of views. Appreciate that super chat. That brother Jay says, brother, who you're with is your business, not theirs. Matrix Judgments, good rapping with you and Pataya. Nice meeting you as well. Nice meeting you as well. Yeah, I don't give out too much information, but yeah, you're right. That is an American thing that they're doing. Appreciate that super chat. Ronnie, appreciate that super chat again. Good to see you here as always. See, I almost cussed you out again. Y'all keep saying crazy stuff. Okay. Right here. Hit Japan before the big African trip. Content and food options are dope. I'm gonna see y'all because I'm ready to after I hit two more countries, India is gonna be like my gateway into Africa because it's only $500 for a one way from India to Africa versus from here is like double of that. But I don't know how to read this. Banse au Vietnam Bao. I don't know what that is. Now, appreciate that super chat though. We have a Brazilian. Oh, but yeah, Japan. I know it's dope there. I know it'd be dope for the channel. I'm trying to go as many places as I can, but there's a few Asian countries that I'm kind of like, I might have to circle back. Those countries being Taiwan, which I can't really go there because I don't want to be stuck in a Ukraine situation. Japan, South Korea, Indonesia, Malaysia. You know, I don't know. Time will tell, but I'm ready to go to another continent. Let's see what happens because I'm going to after I go to Cambodia, I'm going to Thailand. Let's see what happens after I leave Thailand. How I feel because she says, but it's that Recife was colonized by Holland. There is you have to stay a lot of time commanding. Oh, a lot of people ascended from Holland to Salvador. Oh, yeah. I mean, she's saying that basically there's like a more of a Dutch culture in Holland, but I mean in Recife, but yeah, Salvador has more of a African culture. But yeah, I mean, I guess I like I like Salvador. I don't know. I don't know. Will you go to Ethiopia? Yes, that'll be one of the first countries I go to. So, what part of India? I was in there January. I'm thinking about New Delhi and or uh, with Mumbai. Mumbai has a beach. Oh, how long am I going to stay in Vietnam? I had only planned to do like 10 days, so I may or may not extend my visa. Who knows? I'm thinking I'm going to Cambodia though, because I still have a lot of Vietnamese content I have not dropped. Like I have at least 4 or 5 blogs that I have not dropped. He said if he can eat Indian street food, he will become invincible. Yeah. Uh, so the last point I want to say about that too is it seems like the people in yeah, I do need to go to Taj Mahal. The people in Vietnam are a lot more sanitary than the people in Thailand. Just being straight up with y'all. I've seen a lot of people sneeze, and I've said this before last year. I've seen people sneeze in the food. I've seen people sneeze in their hands and not wash them. That shit kills. That is effing disgusting. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. I do notice a lot of people wash their hands here more. It's just it is what it is. And if you've been there, it's one of those things. If you know, you know. But those are all my points. I'm gonna read a couple of these chats, and then I gotta go to the gym. I gotta go to the gym, and then from there, I gotta go to the Vietnam war tunnels, and we can check that out. Yeah, Ingrid said Salvador is African culture, and she said that his Sife was more Dutch. That's what I pretty much saw. That's another thing. A lot of people in Thailand and Philippines, people were chewing with their mouth open a lot more. I don't really see that too. I mean, it's out here too. It's everywhere in the world, but like in other countries, it was kind of like, damn. Any fear mongering comments will get you put in timeout. But like when I was in some countries, in between, I'm not gonna say which one had it the worst, but in between Philippines and Thailand, when people would chew, it was almost like it sounded like it was like they were chewing on a piece of bubble gum, and it was kind of like they would chew in your ear, and I, that's kind of annoying. If you guys know me personally, you guys know I don't really like it when people eat, you know, just crazy. I don't, I can't. The smacking, the food all on your face when you're eating. Like if you eat like a 2-year old, if you notice, I won't look at you the whole time. I'll glance over at you, but I'll keep my head this way because I can't. I just can't do it. I can't. Yeah, I gotta call that guy back. He called me while I was asleep last night, so I'll call him back after this. Okay. Yeah, he said I know, right? Yeah, when people eat crazy, it's just oh yeah. Rilla said he's gonna chew with his mouth open. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that though. Whenever I can tell somebody's chewing with their mouth open on purpose, it doesn't annoy me as much. I think it annoys me when people do chew with their mouth open and that's just something that they do because it's like I'm frustrated. Like, damn, why do they eat like that? Somebody said, please respect their customs. I did not ever name anybody in specific. I mean, I just said Philippines and Thailand, but either way it goes, the truth is the truth. I usually eat alone. Put it like that. Austin, when are you gonna hit up Dubai? It'll be one of my last places. It won't be. Yeah, I'm going to Laos. So I'm about to go to Cambodia. Rilla's about to be in Thailand, so we're gonna do some work out there in Thailand. He's gonna try to convince me that Thailand is not what I thought. And then I'm going back to Laos, then to India, then I'm leaving the continent. Yeah, I know some people that smack on their food. They smack to a point where you would question, are they doing it to offend you? Like there's literally some people, and it's like there's no way in hell that you're. There's no way in hell that you are like eating like that. Like like I said before, some people say they smack because that means they're enjoying their food. But if I'm enjoying my food, I want to keep it in my mouth, right? So wouldn't it make more sense to chew with your mouth closed? I don't know. Y'all tell me. The Art of Well, shout out to Shit Bay. What is that? Appreciate that super chat. I don't know what that is though. I mean, I understand some people smack, but there's a certain level where it's just offensive. Like there's some people that are just it's like I said, it's like a TV show. Like you might as well record it and put it on TV and you can just watch it. It's like a TV show. It's like it's kind of like I just don't get it. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. If you guys want to donate, my cash app is $Auston Holleman. If you have not subscribed already as well, please make sure you subscribe. We just hit 50,000. We need to hit 60,000 subscribers before the month is up. If not that, before at least the first 7 days of April. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all leave a comment. Y'all share this live with somebody. Also, Dubai is one of the last countries I'm going to because, well, it's not a country, but place. First world places, which it's not a first world place, right? But what I'm saying is places that already have a lot of wealth, I don't want to go to. I'd rather go to underdeveloped or developing countries like Brazil, Thailand, and the Philippines. Because developed places come with first world problems. And I know that the UAE is nothing like America. That's complete opposite. But there's a lot of tourists there. And we just got through talking about Thailand having a lot of tourists. Somebody say, "Well, I go back to America after I travel." Yes, for a couple weeks. And it's expensive in the UAE. Yeah. When I was in the airport, that I was paying more than what I think I was paying in America. But yeah, no, for everybody keeps talking about Joanne, this is not her live anymore. I rescheduled her live. She has not given me a time to go to. But this was just about my first impressions on. Oh, I am in the wrong live. Y'all are right. Damn. Anyway, I didn't even see this. I clicked on the wrong thing. These are my first impressions for the. No. No. These are my first impressions for Thailand versus Vietnam. Y'all leave a comment what y'all think below. I'm gonna rename this live because I didn't even realize. I was wondering why everybody kept saying that. But yeah, it's that bad.